Alright everyone, welcome to the aquarium, and we're gonna test some things out. This is Railjack Builds Part 2, and we're only gonna be looking at frame and gun options right now. Companion, do what you want. I like to get the scans. Frames. Now this is a little bit of a trickier thing. You're dealing with things with some crazy high armor. You gotta deal with it. You cannot ignore the armor. There is just way too much. Ash, nerfed, not really what you want. Atlas, definitely useful. His Orgaze, and he's now got a prime. His Orgaze can be used when farming the sentient ship I mean. Banshee, skip. I love her, but oh my gosh, that's not a good place. Chroma, he's got a build up. And you should really only be on the cruise ships for a few seconds. Skip. Equinox, she can sleep. In fact, even a negative duration Equinox can get the job done just because you're in and out of the cruise ship so fast. Not a bad option. Actually, an extremely good option. We've seen the Sleepinox build before. Not much time for MAME, so just go sleep. Ember, she can strip armor stupid fast. Great choice. You can strip some armor. You've got the damage resistance, and you've got it pretty quick after stripping the armor. But actually thinking about it now, not fast enough for me. Just not fast enough. So again, we're moving on. Gara, nope. Needs time to build up. Garuda, She'd do all right. Not my preference. You can go bother Oblate about her. Gauss, he's fast. He's got the damage resistance, but his meter's gonna reset each ship. Oh, Harrow. If you went for a high duration Harrow, you could cast your 4 once. You could cast your 4 once and keep the invulnerability going for the whole duration of that you're on the cruise ship. So let's take another look at him again. Covenant, I'm running negative duration right now, but his Covenant would be useful. You can also lock down enemies with Condemn. Don't care and don't care. They're not going to be where you want to be. You could maybe use his 3, cast your 4, get the crit chance buff. You'll be taking plenty of damage, so you'd hit the max pretty easily. Harrow's not a bad option. Now, his passive, how are you going to get overshields in Arcwing? You're not. After, we're going to skip Hildryn. We're going to go to the bottom now. Zephyr, skip. Wukong, extra lives are very nice. Definitely a contender. Volt Prime, he's fast. Yeah, he's fast. His passive, I don't think it works in Arcwing quite right. Wisp, a stellar choice. I don't know why it's not. Come on, game. Wisp, great choice. Run max duration and as much strength as you can, but absolutely max duration. Her modes count in Arcwing, and they're pretty nice to have around the ship. Just drop your reservoirs on the ship, maybe back in engineering and then back in the pilot's area. Probably the area just before the pilot. Pilot doesn't need the buffs. Everyone else might. And you'll be good. Vauban, who cares? Angry Kitty, don't care. Trinity Prime, or just Trinity in general. A Link build could be very good. You've got that damage reduction. You've got the energy to spare. Every time you get into a ship, you're going to be able to max off your energy really easily, just with a Link build. So she definitely has some merit. Revives, let's be honest, you're not reviving in Railjack. You're just not doing it. Titania, gonna be really hard to get the energy. Saren, we've gone over Saren. She does very well. Rhino struggles. He does struggle a bit. Just the constant clearing of buffs. It's not where you want to be with Rhino. You want his armor skin up. You want his roar up. Both get wiped out. Although his 4 is excellent CC, there could be a build there. If you really wanted to. Oberon is fine. Nyx. Her CC, if the game would work. But Nyx and her CC will work amazing. You hit your CC, go into operator, they're gonna leave you alone. Long enough for you to just do what you need to do and leave. Now it'll give me pictures. Nidus, he's alright. His passive is very good, but I mean, you're kind of stuck with pressing 2 and hoping it grabs everyone. And with how the doors work, it's not going to pull across rooms. Or it won't always pull correctly across rooms, is what I should really say. Neza, skip. Necros, hard skip. Mirage, holy squish. Mesa, stellar. She can give you some extra health in your Arcwing if you leave a melee off. And she can gun down everything else. Mag, super squishy. Skip. I have seen some Lokis. They're fast. They're invisible. They can do what you need to do. And be left alone. But in Arcwing, they do leave something to be desired. Limbo, skip. Korra, skip. Ivara, invisible. But, I mean, her passive is not what you want. Senses nearby enemies. It's not going to get you where you need to be. Inaros was initially very, very popular. But he's just a health pool. That's kind of all he does. A little bit of CC, but Inaros, not really where you want to be. And you know what? That clipping is bugging me. We're going to fix that after. We'll fix it after. And that brings us back to Hildryn. Why would I want a Hildryn? Passive. Become invulnerable for a brief moment after shields are depleted. And it restores once you get all of your shields back. Doesn't sound great, but think about a mesh as 1. It's a barrier that allows your shields to come back fully. You press your 1, and instead of taking health damage, the Amesha is going to become invulnerable. And you're going to get that little symbol that you became invulnerable. You press your 1 again, because now it's over, you can recast it, and suddenly you have so much extra leeway when you come out of the cruise ships and the other cruise ship blows you to bits. Well, you're fine, because this kicked in, because when you leave a ship, your shields start at full. This is godly. It's amazing. Balefire, I went status on mine. It's alright. I left it rad. I don't use Balefire. Pillage. Percentage of armor. Extra health. Restores my shields. Gets my passive up and running again. Oh, yes. And then I don't bother with the other ones. They're too slow. Yeah, I strictly go with Pillage and her passive. And that is why I'm running a pretty low overall build. We've got adaptation for just some durability. Shield recharge, shield recharge, shield recharge. That's everything I want. And even the arcanes are about the shield recharge. Now, arcanes carry over into Arcwing. That's why I've energized an Aegis. Some mods do as well. It's a bit confusing. I don't think all mods do. I've tested a few and they don't work right. They don't carry over. But then adaptation 100% carries over. And so I went with a lot of mods that had passives. There's a sentient ship, so this may come in handy. I don't think you get the crit chance buff from it. Haven't really tested it. The shield, maybe. But we have 3 shield recharge. If it works for Amesha, that's freaking amazing, man. Adaptation definitely carries over, so. And energy siphon, super useful. All of this is just kind of as go fast as possible. As you can see, it's quite a bit different than what I would normally use. Just totally different. And guys, Energize does nothing for Hildryn. It's strictly for the Arcwing. And yes, it does work there. We're going to cut it there, because that's all the frames you need for Railjack. Hopefully you found some passives useful, and I hope you all have a great evening. Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year.